Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Meadsy69 and welcome back to day 5 of our worst tech tree line to grind. And it is the Borsig, the RHM Borsig. Now, this is probably the worst tank in the entire line. I absolutely cannot stand this tank. And the reason I can't stand it is not because of the armor, not because of the speed. It's mainly because of the gun. Now, the gun is a good gun. It could deal nice damage, but it is so unpredictable. It's stupid. I mean, I normally miss or I normally bounce more shots than I pen, and for granted that could be my issue, my problem, not the gun. But it's just a gun that doesn't really suit me. Now, we do have a couple of battles where the first two battles, actually the gun is like, wow, like I'm playing this as like, has the gun been buffed? Or because I just seem to be hitting everything. As you can see, the start of the battle, I hit that object 252U from the side. 9 times out of 10, that will bounce. That's not so much the object, or not so much the gun, it's the object. Shots like that on the WZ-120, I was actually very pleasantly surprised that that went in. So you can have games where the RNG is just like, wow, this is a nice tank and it's a nice gun, and then you will have other games where you think, well, this gun is shocking. Now, even from over 400 meters away, when you fully aim in, then that is when the gun seems actually not so bad. Now, it's a bit difficult to do that on regular occasions because you've got no armor. So the longer you take aiming in is the longer you are exposed. Now, that game we had a rain guy. We are on NA server, so it was quite enjoyable just sitting there dishing out some damage. We're going to have the same thing here. So, I mean, this kind of tank, it doesn't matter if you're top tier, bottom tier, you're still gonna get penned. Everyone's gonna shoot HE at you, and I love it when I come up against a Borsig in any big tank, and I mean anything like a T49 or an ISU or other waffles from tier 9. I love coming up against these because it's just juicy. It's really juicy. So this battle again, we're going to have some RNG going our side. I mean, look, we're not even going to aim and we get the side of that lupus. And even then I was like, how did that hit? A lot of other tanks will hit that, but when you hit that in a Borsig, it just feels really, really nice. So now we got a shot there on the T-34-3. Now the T-34-3 is quite a weak tank. So 7 out of 10 times that would probably ammo rack the tank. So now this is my fault. We have a Vulcan, the new tank Vulcan coming towards, and we're going to switch to HE, and of course we do bounce. Now that is not the gun, that is actually me, because I just totally forgot how much spaced armor that Vulcan has got. So we do, come around the corner, so he has to come around. We do get a shot on him, and now you can see me just looking at that Tiger, like, Tiger, come on, shoot the damn tank. And luckily he does before he reloads. So we're on now 1700 damage. Now I have got a couple of tanks in sight, so we're going to go round, and you're going to see what I do. And of course we spot the lupus, so we really want to take care of him, and he goes around. One of my team shoots him, and we just clear him out. And as you can see, I've just spotted the Borsig on the enemy team. So I've already got the HE loaded, and I am heading towards him. And we can one-shot that guy. So we're going to go forward, and I'm hoping that my team don't HE him first. And as we come around the corner, they do HE him, but leave it on 909, and we do manage to clear him. And the feeling that you get when you do these kind of shots, it just feels so good. It feels so good to derp someone in the face with HE and deal so much damage. And again, I'm going to have that same feeling against this AMX here. So we're going to go around. Hopefully he's not looking at us, because if he's not looking at us, he's a juicy target. And as you can see, we've got the HE loaded. The Panther's going towards him. He's going to give him a little ram, and we're not even going to give him time to reload. And we take him out. And the last tank, which is the T-28 Defender, sadly we're not going to get any more damage done. So these last two games, I mean, we haven't done massive damage, 3.5k damage in both games, so not really big damage. But I just wanted to show you that what this tank can actually be capable of. And I mean, we only had a few shots, and we what 3.5k damage. So this last battle is what this tank is. I mean, it's got everything. It's got why I hate the tank. It's got also why this tank can be good. And you're going to see, I think I'm actually going to miss or bounce my first 5 shots. And when this happens, you really start thinking about the tank like, dude, this tank is shit. And it happens a lot in this tank, and that's the problem. I mean, it can happen in any tank, but for me, in this tank, it just happens so often. Now, we've got a few tanks spotted there, so we've got the Tiger P. So we're going to wait, we are going to aim in, we're going to shoot, and of course, it just goes miles away. Doesn't go close, and because of that, we are now spotted, which means we've got to back up. Because just like the other tanks in this tier, in this tech tree, sorry, you have to play it very, very safe. You can't just roll up and expect to do damage and then not get damage back, because everyone's going to load HE at you, and if they don't load HE at you, then they are stupid, because you have to. Now, the Borsig, you could be HE'd anywhere, front, back, sides, anywhere, you could be HE'd, and you've got to consider that when you are driving this tank. So you need to sit at the back. You have to sit away from the enemy as far away as possible. But then when you do that, obviously the accuracy isn't the greatest. Now, here's another one. We spot a Borsig. We're going to load the HE. We're going to shoot, and it goes nowhere near. So we've had now 2 shots done, and we've done 0 damage. We could have done nearly, 1,000 roughly to the Borsig, 600. So we could have been on, say, 1,500 damage, but we're not. Oh, here's a shot. We're going to miss it. So that's 3 shots fired, 3 shots missed. And although part of it is me, we could have fully aimed in. A couple of them we couldn't have. I mean, that Borsig shot we couldn't have because he was on the move. But that T-34 2G there, we was almost aimed in, and we decided to just shoot before we was fully aimed in, and of course we missed. But the 4th shot we do manage to penetrate finally, and now this is where the RNG is like, everything's going to hit now. So that's 2 shots, 2 pens, take away the first 3 shots, and now it's a 4 versus 4. And we've got a full hit point T-44 coming around. So we really, really need to take care of him. But before, we are going to take... No, we are not going to take care of the Borsig. He is gone. We're going to back up. We are going to get shot from the T-44, who is using the 122mm, I think. But we do manage to ammo rack him. So this battle is literally the Borsig all over. It's got the accuracy, it's got the penetration on the AP. Look, here's the Tiger P. We're going to shoot, and of course, it hits his gun. We get ammo racks. It's pretty much about everything in this battle, and it sums up the Borsig perfectly. You can have those shots where you miss. You can have them shots where you think, how the hell did that hit? And of course, with the big caliber gun it's got, you will also get some ammo racks. So that is basically it. Again, a nice short video, the Borsig, and it's definitely the worst tank in this line for me. You might like it, and I know a few people do like it. But come back tomorrow, guys. I've got an exciting video tomorrow with the Waffle. That is a tank that I do really, really love. So thanks for watching. I'm Meadsy69, and I'll see you soon.